What's my mother name?
What's up guys, KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and I have a pretty awesome video for you guys today. Two duels that we're going to be going over, and they were two of the toughest matches that I've had recently using my Fire Deck. And we're going to be seeing things from our opponent's perspective. They are not ranked all that high in League, below 2400. And they have the Shaman Skyform, which is going to work kind of like Coco. It's able to go through non-flying types. And it has the Dazzling Gleam, going to be able to punish the Arcanine. Any gold attacks going to be, respin you if it lands the Dazzling Gleam. You're going to get knocked out if you spin gold. They have the Gengar into the Mega Gengar. They have Lucario. And they also have the Mega Lucario. So not a bad deck, nothing leveled up too crazy. Not a lot of chains, not a lot of Carminine, really no Carminine, just everything's kind of just barely leveled up to level 4 pretty much. And it's a lower ranked player, so I'm only assuming that they're fairly new, but they open up properly on their left side. So they could have attacked our Houndour if they wanted to, but they don't. So we gotta go defensive, and we bring the Heat Rotom out to prevent that Mega Gengar rush taking over our entry point. And our Arcanine are still going to be able to come out. That's what's amazing about their ability. They don't have to be burned. They just got to be a fire type, or if they have a status effect. Or if they're burned. I think they have to be burned or a fire type. I don't know. But he's going to be going Mega Lucario coming after us. Yeah, it has a pretty good odds. I mean, we really need to land our purple into like a miss or something, which is a very small miss. But I'm just looking to survive, hoping that we can continue to land gold, and the Mega Lucario is going to continue to land purple or blue. And I brought up the Houndour. I was thinking that, if he knocks out our Arcanine, we're going to be able to burn him. But then I'm like, I'm going to go after the Shaman Skyform, see if we can get the evolution, or if we can just burn the Shaman. So that's what happens. We get knocked out, a long throw with the Ho, and we're able to defend against that Lucario. We move up with the Heat Rotom. Potentially, I don't know, maybe not the best play, but they just move up and attack. Toxic is going to go off, so, that's not too great for us. I mean, having that minus 40 can be pretty devastating, but we're going to max revive with the Houndour. Sit it right on our entry point, and Toxic's going to go off again. I'm fine with that. I want to get in position to bring up my Houndour so I can burn this Lucario. But he does knock out our Heat Rotom, so I'm like, okay, first, I'm going to come out here. I should have just attacked right there, but I was worried that maybe we could have lost the roll with some bad RNG. But Mega Gengar, we were able to weather both Megas. Okay. Gengar is burned. So, I don't have my Arcanine in position to attack, but he's going to be able to go right through our Ho, which I'm fine with. We get our Pokemon back, and he's going to come after us and attack, which I thought was pretty insane. But the X attack, and just some luck, it was, it felt pretty bad. And our Houndour coming in super clutch. If we would have lost that roll, that would have been game. There would have been nothing we could do. Because the Shaman Skyform is waiting and just waiting to take the goal. He would have been threatening game with 2 Pokemon. We don't have Cold Block. So yeah, that would have been it. I mean, there's a ton of pressure on us right now, guys. And we're going to land a miss. I'm like, oh my god, we got to hit an attack here. And Searing Shot is going to go off. I'm like, come on. We have 2 Pokemon left on the board. We're not in the greatest of positions, but we are going to be able to get rid of that Gengar. Here comes the Shiny Ho. And they're not going to be able to clear out their PC, and 1 chain level coming through clutch for us because we're getting that Houndoom buff. That was the roll for us, guys. That was the roll, and then we're going to be able to take out the Shaman Skyform. So really, our Houndour came in super clutch. Because if we would have lost that roll, we would have lost the game. And then we get the evolution, which is going to give us the plus 10 buff from where the Shaman Skyform was burned, which allows us to win the roll against the Shiny Ho, and then go after the Shaman Skyform. So you guys can see, everything was pretty much riding on that one attack between Gengar and our Houndour. And we're going to get the evolution on our second Houndour into our second Houndoom. So, pretty explosive comeback. it felt pretty good. You know, I was sweating it. I was definitely sweating. And I'm just like, if you guys haven't noticed, like, this is probably my, you know, I mean, the first match we lost against Ariel, and you guys already know that I went, what, 22-1? So you guys, I guess, kind of maybe already knew that I wasn't going to lose that one, but the opponent ran out of time, and I just wanted to show you guys that, because we had so much pressure on us, and I kind of like the strategy of sitting a Pokemon down on your own entry point, kind of keeping the Arcanine back, and being able to still bring out 2 more Pokemon, and we have the long throw, so we can potentially still get all our Pokemon out. And as long as we don't lose too many rolls at the beginning, you know, generally we can come back and win the match. But GG to the opponent. That was, we had a lot of pressure. So Rocco, this was another matchup that I wanted to show you guys. This was actually in a room match. I needed to get 1 win for one of my daily missions. So taking a look at the opponent's Pokemon, you know, it's a pretty decent team. It really is. The opponent's ranked 3K, so not insanely high in league, but at the same time, I mean, they made it to 3K, so definitely respectable. We're going to go ahead and jump into the match. Same deck, same plates for me. So they have Coco out. We go defensive with the Heat Rotom. We're going to play the Flame Sphere. Here comes our Houndour, and definitely want to start burning Pokemon, kind of set them up as our, you know, protectors. You know, kind of our gatekeepers. If you want to get past, you know, this point of the board, you're going to get burned if you want to. And, you know, we could have maybe got lucky and got the evolution. If Steel Wing would have went off, we could hit the Roar. They could hit the Miss. But, yeah, burn was pretty much what we were looking for. I'm going to come out with the Arcanine. It's my level 9 Arcanine, chain level 10. Had the best odds of landing gold, and we are going to get the knockout. Pretty good matchup for the Combuskin as well. Terrakion, I definitely want to keep away from our Rotom, our Heat Rotom, because we do have a sizable blue, and we do have that weak discharge attack. It's only like a 50. So, yeah, Terrakion, definitely need to keep it away. We are going to give him the evolution. Zoroark is going to come on the field, looking leveled up pretty good, and then with the evolution, it's basically like a base chain level 10. You know, it has that 100, and then we're going to be able to just jump out and surround the Terrakion. Then we're going to move up the side here and try to threaten the game by jumping over the Combuskin, but the opponent blocks us with the Coco, so good play. And both of our Houndour are knocked out. We're not able to get the evolution off yet, so we're going to go after this Zoroark. Best believe our Arcanine has really good odds, but not able to get the knockout. You know, just Searing Shot all day. Miss and Searing Shot. That's really what my Arcanine likes to do, but I can't be too mad. He's definitely came in clutch for us in a few matchups, landing the gold whenever we need him to, but I was kind of hoping that he would just think like, hey, he doesn't have Hurdle Jump, we're good. No, he knows Arcanine's ability, so covers up the goal, protects with Combuskin. We're going to come back after the Zoroark with our Arcanine. We don't hit the extreme speed, but the Flare Blitz is going to be just enough to get the knockout. And here comes Zapdos. We have the entry point. Now, I can pretty much go after this Coco anytime that I want, but I want to wait till I have another Pokemon in position to be able to kind of threaten the surround. So we are going to get the evolution, and our first Houndoom is going to hit the board. Here comes Zap. Going in for the attack, 161. Zap's really lucky that he landed the Thunder Charge. So here comes Ho. 151, going to just smack the Zapdos. Even if the Zapdos was, you know, Coco charged, still not going to be able to do enough damage. Just, Ho's a monster. Fodder did his last video, and he was talking about Ho being a top 5 figure. I definitely have to agree. Just, Ho really changes the entire game. Being able to cycle, bring back banished Pokemon that are fire. I mean, you're running a full fire deck, so whether they're, you know, banished, excluded, like, you know, Resh or Zek, or Curse excluded, or Ultra Space excluded, it doesn't matter. They're going to come back if you're able to cycle it, you know? You just have to protect the Ho itself, not allow the Ho to get banished. And they're going to take the surround, which I'm fine. I was kind of baiting that out so I could go in for the attack And I'm like, we just got to land a physical. No, we're going to land a searing shot again. I mean, we might as well have just hit and miss. Because, yeah, we're going to get surrounded, and we're going to rush up the side again, burn this Zoroark, or try to get the evolution. But, yeah, you know, one chain level. We just missed it by, like, one chain level. We would have been able to go neutral. And another miss by the Ho, which, you know, I even put some Carmenite into the Ho. I think it's level 8. So the first 4 expansions from, you know, level 1 to level 5, I put it into the burn attack, like the weaker attack. And then my Carmenite I put into the Rainbow Wing, trying to get all the attacks kind of the same size. Coco's going to move up. So I'm going to move up, trying to threaten game. I'm going to hop over and attack. I mean, what can you do? You know, Arcanine just doesn't want to land gold. So we're in a pretty tough position. I'm going to double chance. Do not want to get unlucky here. So, you know, probably a wasted double chance, but whenever you're like that locked down, you know, you gotta make sure that you don't get that 1 to 4% chance to just lose. Yeah, the Sacred Fire. Yeah, so I leveled that up for the first 4 expansions, and then I put my Carmenite into the Rainbow Wing, put a few chains into that, put a chain or so into the other attack, and marching up the side, going right after this Blaziken. Honestly, I don't really care if we get Cyclone kicked, you know, but I just had to kind of go after the goal. We're gonna get knocked out. Totally good with that. We're gonna get our other Pokemon back, and we burn the Blaziken. That's a pretty good exchange. And then we are going to get the evolution onto our second Houndoom. So pretty good position now. Turn 225. And Terrakian's burned. The Coco's burned. The Blaziken's burned. Pretty much the only Pokemon that's not burned is the shiny Rayquaza. And Fiery Breath is going to go off. You know, no need to do anything with that. We're going to have a pretty good matchup for both the shiny Rayquaza and the Blaziken. You know, Arcanine should do its job here. Just land gold, buddy. Just land gold. There we go. We're going to get the knockout. Now, the only problem here, guys, Zoroark is coming out of the PC. So I'm going to go in for the attack. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to fear the Zoroark. Cross counter is going to go off, and I mean, you know, we're getting that plus 40, but we burn the Zoroark. So that's a pretty good exchange. You know, I'm actually pretty happy that we hit the Flare Blitz. It would have been nice to hit the purple there to just burn it, and then kind of like the 1-2 punch with you know, our physical damage. But then we're gonna move back around with the Arcanine. Zoroark is no longer burned. Shiny Rayquaza, you know, guarding the goal. So this opponent is definitely being a nuisance, like defending pretty well against, you know, one of the better decks in Pokemon Duel right now.Maybe like the best deck in Pokemon Duel right now. I think it counters more decks, and, you know, it figures as a whole entire unit, you know, as a fire deck, just as a whole, you know, with being able to burn, being able to cycle, bring back Pokemon from the Ultra Space, being able to, you know, shift their attacks, and being able to get the damage buff. Like, it has gold, it has white, it has purple, doesn't really have any blue, so it's not weak to Terrakion. You know what I mean? It's a great deck. And, the opponent's playing pretty well. But, you know, definitely we've got some pretty bad rolls, but we've got some decent ones too. So it's pretty even. And the opponent runs out of time. But how much time do we have left? Let's take a look, guys. We had 1 second. Turn 44. They timed out. We had 1 second left. So GG to the opponent, Rocco. I was just supposed to be kind of like an easy, just quick, you know, get a room match win. But turned out to be one of the most challenging matchups that I've had recently, along with the first match that you guys seen. So definitely smash a like on the video if you guys enjoyed those duels. These are the final results for the tournament event. We came in 204th, so we're gonna get the 50 Carmenite, and we have the top 4 players here. You know, shout out to NOSR for coming in first place. Then runner-up, we have 3369 APG. And then we have, it appears to be a Japanese player, And then we have you. So, yeah, I don't know how well I like this format. Like, the RNG with the matchmaking is just what makes it annoying. Because it's like whoever gets lucky is getting more points because you only have, like, 50 duels, even though we only did 23. Like, we could have made the top, 128, I think. Yeah, it was. No problem. But, if you do want to compete for those, like, top 4 spots, like, even if you only lose one or if you have a flawless run, it's still going to come down to RNG and who got more points. So, I don't know. They need to make some changes, but we have some booster tickets coming. You guys know with, like, some of those glitches with the, metal coat and maintenance. Looks like they are going to make some changes to the search function. How the search function works for the halls. So it's only the halls. Too bad it's not going to be for League or just matchmaking as a whole. I would really like to see an update for matchmaking. I'd really like to see maybe people just separated between leagues, league classes, and then win ratio. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think and what you thought of the tournament. But that's going to wrap this one up. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. We have a really awesome video coming tomorrow featuring a special guest. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure notifications are on. Follow me on Twitter. And until the next one, later guys.